Well, it happened in September 2004. I woke up absolutely fine, and I went to do some food shopping. And I was down one of the aisles, and all of a sudden this most terrible pain hit me. I was in absolute agony.
Suddenly?
I couldn't cope anymore. I went back again. I went back to that doctor 15 times, probably within 2 or 3 weeks.
To your GP?
To my GP.
15 times?
15 times. I was in such a state, I couldn't describe the pain. The pain, I felt like I was sitting in glass. I had a hot poker stuck inside me. And all of a sudden I felt like an object that was inside me. And it was glass, and it was like sitting on nails. Okay, after 15 times going to my GP, he referred me to the sexually transmitted disease department at the hospital. And I was absolutely horrified to think, he's sending me down to this place and he thinks I've got an STD. And I know in my heart, no way, I have had this, been married over 20 years, and
yes.
I just knew, I knew this wasn't the problem. And I went down there. I think that was the lowest time of my condition after all the years, if I look back on it, because I knew I didn't have it, and I went back to that department at least 4 or 5 times, asking them, please find out what's wrong with me. They put it down to thrush. And I went home and I looked it up on the internet. Thrush? This is not thrush pain,
Yes.
And I went back again, and they were very nice down there, but they weren't coming up with any answers. I went back to my GP. I think he thought it was stress related.
So stress related twice?
Yeah, he did, and he didn't believe me. And every time I went in to see my GP, he said, now what's wrong with you?
Oh, that's awful.
It's awful. And the problem was, every time I was going back, I had a different pain. Besides the pain I had down below, I had referred pain all over my body. So I had pain here, pain down my legs, pain in my bum. It was just pain. What did I saw a couple of pain specialists, and they actually told me I had vulvodynia.
Oh, right.
And I accepted that for a very, very short time, and I did a lot of research on that on the internet, and thought maybe, but the pain was very deep. It wasn't on the surface. Mm-hmm. I used to go to work and put a happy face on, and first thing I used to do, come home, pour myself a glass of wine, run the bath, get in the bath and
yes.
lock the door and cry. Out of 10, I was in pain of 9 or 10 every single day. And then I had 2 nerve blocks, and that didn't help me at all. Then I decided to go and see a doctor in France. He did do a nerve block, and I did have some relief from that. It wasn't for very long, but I did have some relief. We stayed there for around 4 days, and I had some physiotherapy, and I came back, but I think it must have been 5 months later, I came back for another nerve block, and that had significant relief. And I went and had the surgery,
right.
and it did take around 2 years, at least 2 years before I felt better in any way.
So the pain has been getting better gradually?
Very gradually. I didn't have any relief for 2 years, and then slowly I noticed, I thought, oh, that feeling of having an object inside you has gone.
Oh,
I had a feeling of a tennis ball inside me. I thought, oh my goodness, I don't have that pain anymore. And slowly you notice things that you can do more, you can move better, you don't have that glass feeling inside you. I can walk a lot further. I've been on holidays. Prior to the surgery, I couldn't even see a future. I couldn't even see the next day. I thought I wouldn't be able to enjoy my time with my family. So the surgery was one of the best things that ever happened.